right.
3, 2, 1, and you guys are on.
Hi, it's Jillian Melcher with Beat Street. I am here live with Gary Johnson, Libertarian Party candidate. And I've got a couple questions for you.
Good,
so you're here at the Democratic. What do you say to Sanders supporters who are fed up with the system?
Well, just to have a look, that I think Bernie and I have a lot in common. I think Bernie is 75% libertarian, and I'd like to offer the pitch that if Bernie supporters, in lieu of income equality, would consider opportunity equality, something that can actually be achieved, then Libertarian Party is for them.
All right. So I've heard from Democrats that a vote for you is essentially a vote for Trump. I've heard from Republicans that a vote for you is a vote for Hillary. Which one do you think you'd take more votes from?
Actually, I think it's going to be equally from both sides, and really, I have no qualms about taking votes from either side, and would not be doing this if there weren't the opportunity to actually win, which is really a possibility.
So in 2000, I know Donald Trump said that it was despicable that there wasn't a third-party candidate participating on the debate stage. Have you reached out to the Trump campaign about the possibility of staging a debate, maybe one-on-one with him?
Yeah, I think we have. We've.
What's the response been?
Well, the response has been that yes, anytime, anywhere. Well, okay, let's make that
So
happen.
when is it going to be? All right. So, you were just telling the crowd that you think that ISIS is regionally contained.
Yes,
Can you
it
elaborate on that a little bit? Because, I know we've got Nice attacks happening, Paris attacks, Brussels attacks, German attacks, Orlando.
But these are. I hate to use the term lone wolves, but these are individuals that are saying that they are motivated by the ISIS philosophy, that they are aligned with ISIS. Well, what do you do about that? Certainly in the United States, having interviewed the Orlando shooter 3 times by the FBI, what transpired? As President of the United States, I would love to know what transpired between the FBI and Mateen, and I'll bet they've got some first-hand suggestions on how we would move forward on preventing the lone wolf.
Yeah, what would your preferred policy be for preventing lone wolf attacks?
Well, that we be vigilant, but we also need to recognize that it's going to happen no matter what we do. The Nice incident, there are comparable situations, I think, in this country like that in 10,000 different places in this country every single day. I think politicians that say they have a solution to that are typical politicians. Answer for everything, when the reality is no, you don't have the answer. And yet, yes, vigilance, absolute vigilance.
Absolute vigilance. So I know there's been a lot of talk here about the system being rigged. Do you think that the media is part of the problem, particularly with this election cycle?
Well, right now, something that the media is doing right now is that in all the polling, it's always Trump or Clinton, Trump or Clinton. In 40% of the polls, question number 2 or question number 3, what happens when you add Gary Johnson? Well, that's maybe in 40% of the polls. But 99% of the media reports on just the top line, regardless of whether or not Gary Johnson's in the poll or not. So is that rigged, or is that naivety? Or do people just don't care? All the above.
All right, one last question for you. I know Mitt Romney said that he would consider possibly, that he hasn't ruled out endorsing you. Have you been in touch with that campaign? Or with that?
Yes.
With Mitt Romney? And where does that conversation stand?
Bill Weld has had those conversations, and I'm just glad that he came out and said it. But from my standpoint, that's a difficult line to cross. Being a former elected official, being the former nominee of the Republican Party. But certainly we would welcome him doing that, and I am putting no pressure, of course, no way I pressure Mitt Romney or any former elected official, but certainly welcome that endorsement and believe that we're more in line with, that I would be more in line with Mitt Romney than than Donald Trump.
All right. Anything you want to say to our millennial readership?
Well,
And viewership?
just that right now, spread it. If you like what you hear, spread it. Take it and continue to spread what it is that we're doing, and that's having a really big impact right now.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
How about that?